Today's video is sponsored by Ivacy VPN. You probably have heard that Article 13 has been voted with 348 voices supporting the article against 274 voices that dismiss it. To sum it up, Article 13 has now become Article 17, demands that contents on the internet are filtered as soon as they come out. Everyone will get to understand that that is quite impossible to implement. However, instead of complaining and trying to explain that this is bullshit to the people that don't even have internet, I'll provide a solution to you. Use Ivacy VPN that will locate your IP address anywhere you want in the world. You'll benefit. For example, you can access the biggest Netflix library in the world. Ivacy has dedicated protocols that ensure you get the fastest possible speeds. Anyway, in regards to the moronic politics in Europe, you'll have to use a VPN. In the description box, you will find a special link for a 2-year plan on which you can apply promo code PA20 for 20% off. Also, if you use the link down below, you will be supporting my channel, which is the biggest reason after all. Thank you guys for supporting the channel and enjoy the video. So, here we are on the battlefield with two superpowers. Now, to be fair, both nations were powerful in their own special way. Great Britain, well, they were powerful with their navy and trade. And, of course, we have the French Empire, who were powerful on land. Their armies, well-equipped, well-trained, and very fast to attack. Now, of course, this is a land battle, and it does favor the French, well, because it's a land battle, and there's no naval presence, but it is a video game, and we'll see who's going to take this one. This is a 2 versus 2, again, 2 French armies versus 2 British armies, so we're gonna see, who's gonna take it. Now, this map is very awesome because it's, you've got the river, you've got the open terrain, but you also have a city terrain and you have a forested terrain. So it's got the best of everything. So we should see a lot of dynamic tactics here, maybe see a lot of rushing, or maybe see a lot of defensive play because of all the land bridges and the crossings here, the choke point crossing. But let's see what happens. Nobody's taking the town, which is quite surprising. I'm very shocked. Well, okay, we do have some Highlander foot that are approaching the city here, so at least there's something, and it looks like the French does have, they do have a small detachment of Old Guard that are right in front of the city. Maybe they'll push them up and try to take it. Back over this way, we do have a cav charge by the Light Dragoons. A nice aggressive push. I love this, going straight for the skirmishers of France, the chasseurs, and they're going to charge in there, and they're going to do a decent amount of damage. And now we've got the other cav charging in as well, but the chasseurs over here were ready for it. They were able to do some or kill some of the Light Dragoons is what I'm trying to say, and it does cause them to break. And here comes another cav charge, but honestly at this point they should just retreat. We got the King German Legion Dragoons going in. That almost played out perfectly for the French because look at the terrain here. You see this hill? He was able to set up some line infantry and fire and support the line infantry in front of him and the skirmishers in front of him. He has formed square, and we've got another push. A suicidal charge by the British. Absolutely shocking to see this. Please tell me he's going to call this off, because this would be disaster. The French are ready for this charge. They slaughtered all of that cav, and any kind of cav presence that, oh my god, he's going in for a charge. He's going to do a suicide charge for the artillery. No, instead he's going to go for the line infantry. Going after some young guard. And they break. Amazing. Just amazing. The French have now sent over their cuirassiers and the Garde Chasseurs Cheval, sending over to support their army, and it's looking really good. Now, if I was France, I would start pushing and start trying to hit, the foot here that are trying to form up. But yeah, he does have some foot leading the way. And then back over this way, we're going to have a much more slower paced battle where, the French are getting chewed up. We got some Swiss foot who is just taking a beating from the 6-pounder horse artillery. Now opening fire on the French artillery. We have the artillerie à cheval opening fire on the British. So we've got a nice artillery battle, and I assume the line battle is going to begin here very soon. Back this way, the lights are pushing forward, and the British are calling the retreat, which honestly is a good idea, because I think the British, I like the aggressive push with the cav. But after the first charge, I mean, really, it was the Light Dragoons, that first Light Dragoons unit that was able to get in and kind of get them by surprise and do a little bit of damage. But after that, the French were ready, and the rest of the cav units kind of were just sent in to be slaughtered. Now, this is a little bit of a careless move right here by the French. I'm not sure why he's pushing his lights so close. He doesn't need to be so close. He has the range, and he can kind of sit back and fire at them. Whoa. Do you see that cannonball? But the chasseurs are opening fire, and this horse is making a bold move here between the crossfire. Like, he's just like, I want to go home. Be free. He is going to make it, though. Maybe. Should. He's like, excuse me, pardon me. I'm going to go home now. You humans are so violent. I don't want any part of this, okay? I just want to go home. Please move. So, yeah, he's going to be able to get out of there. Bless that horse. Bless him. But yeah, it's gonna both sides are gonna come down to a slower progress here of the battle. Over this way, we've got some voltigeurs that are pushing alone through the town. Of course, let's not forget our 3 units of Highlander foot who are taking control of the town. Now, the French didn't forget. They've got some Dutch grenadiers, Old Guard, and another unit of Old Guard watching the flank against the Highlander foot. It's going to be a battle of elites over there. Back this way, the skirmish has kind of slowed down there. Swiss foot, I think we're trying to move over to this ledge and possibly fire at the artillery, but the artillery is just too far away. We have some casualties for the British artillery, but if we go to the other side here, nothing really bad for the French artillery. French artillery looks pretty clean. I don't see any casualties, and yeah, definitely. Oh, there we go. Spoke too soon. They are definitely winning this artillery battle, which is gonna be a bad thing, considering that this is a waiting game over here, and it's really whoever has the stronger guns is going to force the other side to push forward, because you really can't just sit back and get artillery to death, you know what I mean? So you got to make a move here. But yeah, nice ferocious artillery bombardment from both sides of the river. Oh wow, look at this, my goodness. He is sending voltigeurs. I like this approach, I really do, but you got to send something with your voltigeurs, because they cannot form square, and they're not very good in melee. So if they get charged by cav, it's going to be disaster. And there's no cav, there's no infantry supporting them. The balance of power glitching out again. That's beautiful. But yeah, they're going to get some pop shots on the Highland foot. And he notices it pretty quickly. He's going to shift them to face the voltigeurs. But he's got to be careful. He's got to be really careful. Now, here's the thing, though. I don't see any cav. This British army did not bring any cav. Amazing. And I don't know why he's moving up the voltigeurs to fight these guys. As soon as the Highland foot fire, they're going to do a bunch of damage. Sure. Yep, right away. The morale is super low. I don't know why he's pushing up his skirmishers so close to the enemy infantry, where the skirmishers, obviously, their strength is distance. So that's going to be a tragic loss. Any kind of advantage on this flank. Now, they're going to try to get a couple more pop shots and take out this Highland foot, but please fall back. Well, if he falls back now, he could probably save them before they break. But yeah, he's falling back now. Back this way, we have artillery setting up over on this side. 5-inch howitzers about to fire down on the French position. This is actually a really solid position. Ooh, flying French right there. That's really good because of the angle of which the army is at compared to, or in relation to the cannon over here. This cannon is going to get a nice angle where it could hit down the line. It's not perfectly angled for that, but there is an opportunity to just a cannonball to come down here and hit 3 lines of men. So the French need to get aggressive here, I believe. Oh, see, this is disaster. This is disaster. I don't know why the French gave up. Like, he had his old guard here. He should have just pushed forward into the town. Because now that he's over on this side of the river, he's got land crossings. He could still cross this way. Use this little land bridge and push into the city. But he needs to do something. He needs to do it quick. This is my biggest pet peeve about Napoleon players. And especially people who play as France. You gotta be aggressive. You can't sit back. And that's something I see from all Napoleon players. Not all of them, obviously. But a lot of Napoleon players just sit back and let the battle happen. No, you control the battle. You bring the battle to them. And here we go. Here's an aggressive move. Finally, the French realize that this is not going to be good for them. And they need to take out this artillery quickly. But 1 unit of chasseurs cheval is not going to get the job. Well, maybe it will. Holy crap. The British don't see this coming. They actually are going to pull this off and kill the artillery. Amazing. How did the British not see this coming? Well, that's definitely going to save a lot of men right there. The British still don't see it. Look at this. How embarrassing for the Highland Foot. Their men are dying, not like 20 feet away. And what? And they're still not looking. Are you serious? Are you serious? Is this real life? What? Do they finally realize they're getting attacked here, or what? Okay, they finally realize it. Holy crap, they formed square. Back over this way, the French go for a cav charge. Cuirassier going in for the light foot. Trying to soften up. This might be a good time to push up infantry. And look at, they don't really have a lot of line infantry supporting the lights here. If you rushed in really good melee infantry and brought a melee fight to them, you might be able to do a lot of damage. And look, the British are freaking out because of the cuirassier. And they're chasing them down. They're trying to escape to get to their line infantry. They're like, line infantry, please, please push forward and help us. Yeah, the British have not been doing a good job of supporting their troops in terms of these small attacks. Back over here, the artillery battle is still going on. We have taken some casualties here, but all cannons are functional. And you can't really say the same for the British. We have a couple pieces here that have been taken out. But the show must go on. Okay, so now's the time to take this town. Take the town. Okay, so in this situation, if I was the French, right? If I was this French army, what I would do is I would dedicate most of my army to push for the town, right? I would send 1 unit here to keep these units busy. I would send multiple units, like rush, like all of these guys right here, rush them into the town and hit these guys from multiple flanks. Quickly defeat them, push through here, and start attacking this side of the battle. Now that's going to cause the British to have to make a decision whether they push forward your much lighter army, which would be great because even if you dedicate a lot of troops this way, you have the choke point. And even if you have less troops defending here, you're going to destroy. This is going to be a murder lane over here, even if they push. And then the other half of your army that's pushing through the city could easily come back and support. But if the British just stay there, they could easily push through the town and get behind them. So that's what I would do in that situation. And I think that's the winning recipe right there. I'm gonna be honest. It seems the British have gotten frustrated and now firing at, or at least one artillery piece is firing at the French infantry over on the other side of the battlefield. The 6-pounder horse artillery are still battling the artillery à cheval. Oh, okay, the British are backing away from the town. And they're also backing away from the choke point. Wow, okay, and the French artillery, the French artillery is destroying the British. They've got the 8-pounder foot artillery over here, just ripping through these trees, ripping through their lines. And the British are looking really weak. Now is the time. There we go, thank God. Thank God. The French are pushing forward. They've got to hurry up. They can set up their forces really quickly, and they could easily defeat the British here. Easily. We've got a tiny unit of Dutch grenadiers moving to the flank. I think they're going to try to fire at the British as they retreat from this side. I think they're a little too far away, though. Good effort, though. I appreciate that. Still nothing going on here. Ooh, all right. Well, at least the French are being aggressive. At least they're staying true to the nature of this French army at the time. Being aggressive, attack. You know, as soon as you see an advantage, as soon as you see a weak point in the army, just go for it, attack. And the British are falling back. Are you kidding me? Okay. They're falling back. A big ol' retreat. Wow. Keep pushing, France. Keep pushing. Don't quit. Keep following them. So what they're most likely going to do is fall back into the town. I'm trying to think what I would do if I was the British. Well, first off, I wouldn't have retreated like that. I would have held my ground. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I would have retreated. Honestly, I would have brought some artillery. Did this army not bring any artillery? Well, they brought the one, which they lost. And the French are pushing over on this side. Look at this. He's sending some old guard across the bridge. Taking on the Highland foot. Here we go. Let's see if they can get across here and do some damage. Quickly, get your bayonets into the enemy's belly. Let's go. They're going to charge in here. I'm not sure why they sent one old guard, but hey, it's working. I don't even think the British are paying attention. Again, the British are not paying attention. This old guard unit is keeping this Highland foot busy. The other old guard is in an epic melee against the Highland foot. And they are winning. You know, the British have been so focused on this retreat, and my goodness, the British here. So what they're doing is that they are giving the French an advantage. They go, hey, you know what? Have the trees. Have the trees. Totally fine. You have the trees. We don't want them. We don't want that cover. We don't want any of that. So now the French have trees for cover, which it does give them a lot of cover. And they're going to be able to just kind of set up on the tree line and fire an army out in the open. Sure, they're on a hill, but I would much rather have the tree line than the hill in this situation. And there we go. The old guard break the Highland foot. Oh, beautiful. They're going to send up more old guard into the fray here. This is easily going to crush these forces. We have elite forces, you know, in close combat, battling it out for this town. Come on. Gotta break him first. Looks like he's trying to run past them. That is suicide. Break the... There they go. You gotta break the unit first, then push them. You're gonna take too many losses. Now would be a good time to send up that cav. I don't know if they still have that cav. We've got some young guard pushing over that way with some voltigeurs. And the British over here look like they're actually getting aggressive. They got some fencibles and some rifles in front of them. Lots of casualties over here on the French. Now the French are moving up. The British, sure enough, are getting spanked right now. Absolutely spanked. And this is a good move by the French player. You see what he's doing? He's stretching out his line, causing the British to have to stretch as well. And that's going to make it more difficult to hold this hill. The Highlanders are breaking from the town. And this old guard unit is just steamrolling through these troops. The King German Legion Foot now stand against the old guard. They gotta hurry up. The old guard have to hurry up and close the distance before they get too many volleys off. There we go. This old guard, they've gotta be tired. They are tired, but they fight on. They honestly are fighting for their lives, and they're fighting for this town. And look how aggressive the French are being. They're now cutting off the British army in two. They're pushing up in column formation, and they're going to divide the British army and slaughter them. This is going very, very well for this French army. And if the British want any chance of winning this battle, this British force needs to do something. But to be honest here, it does look like it's going quite well. What happened to the French army? Where's their troops? Are they hidden in the trees? Because this, surely they have to have more than this. Oh, this is not good. This is not good for the French. They're funneling in to this British army. Now the French are continuing their steamroll against this British army. And I think what's left of this army is making their way back to their ally, and they're gonna kind of reform together. Now we got Fencibles leading the charge here. Just, I guess, soaking up ammo, maybe? I mean, Fencibles aren't very good. They're good at being bullet sponges. There we go. Get some shots off. Taking down the Swiss foot. I think I also saw French artillery. Yep, we got French artillery making their way over to the other side. Over here, the artillery's still battling it out. And I think they mostly defeated the British artillery. Another unit breaks for the British. And look at this French army move swiftly, trying to finish off this British army and move on to the next one. The ooh, God, those chasseurs taking a beating there. There they go, they're moving up. Fusiliers of the line. Let's see what they can do. Gonna open fire on the British. There we go. There you have it. And that's the last unit they've got. I mean, they've got a couple units over here, but it's not going to do them much. Now we've got a unit of guard seamen opening fire on the Fencibles. And all this French army has to do is exist. That's all they have to do, honestly. They just have to exist and keep the British contained here as their French ally, the other French army, pushes up this way and tries to basically be the swinging door on their forces. But I don't get it. Like, are they hiding troops? Why is this army so small? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. We got another fight out in the city. Young Guard taking on Highland Foot. It's a close battle, but I think the Young Guard are going to take it because this Highland Foot is already pretty depleted. But the Highland Foot definitely put up a good fight. Now, if I were the British, I would surrender. Now, what I would do, I don't know, it's a tough one. Because I'm thinking, like, if I was the British, I would actually get really aggressive and break this army. But if you're pushing through here, you're going to have to deal with a lot of artillery fire, which could easily focus all of your troops blobbed up pushing. So, yeah, I would try to push and then take control of this side of the battlefield and kind of just switch sides with the French and have this land crossing as a little defense against this giant French army. Now, the French are taking their time over here, just kind of marching, enjoying the breeze. They can smell victory in the air. We've got artillery crew going inside a town hall structure. We've got a general who is probably going to go kill the artillery crew, but decides not to. And here we go. Here, a little bit of a charge here. Guard Seamen taking on these Fencibles. Guard Seamen definitely better, but the Fencibles have numbers. It's a close one, and the Guard Seamen stand their ground. And now the British are preparing for the French advance. They already have artillery opening fire. This is going to be a tricky situation, but you know what, guys? They pretty much defeated the French over here. I don't know how this happened. I swear they had a lot more units, but, you know, a little bit of time passed, and all their units are dead. I just... Tragic. They're still trying to get this artillery over to the enemy position. Where are they going? I guess they're afraid of the units over here? Are they afraid of some 9-pounder foot artillery crew? The general could easily kill them. And we have another general headed over that way. They're dealing with the artillery crew. This artillery is should not be going this way. They should be pushing because they need it for the other side. So this is looking pretty good for the British here. I mean, it could have been a lot worse, but since they defeated one army, it's really shockingly defeated them. I don't get it. I still don't get it. But the French are lining up, the British are lining up, and this battle is about to begin. The battle for really. This fight is going to determine the battle, obviously, here. Ooh, they got some troops double stacked. Let's see if they get some friendly fire. Oh, yep. Why did you do that? Highland Foot just opening up. They're like, I didn't like that Highland Foot anyways. Wow. Now that you see the British army this way, it is actually quite terrifying. They have a huge force, and it's like it's all Highland Foot. Look at this. Oh my god. They've got like 8 units of Highland Foot. That is insane. Talk about Highland Foot spam. Holy crap. There we go. They're killing off the crew. This artillery is seriously unlimbering. Are you honestly unlimbering your artillery here? Why? Just let the generals kill this. Oh my god. There's no way the artillery can reach. Can they honestly reach from this distance? Can they really reach from all the way back here? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see them fire. Come on, guys. They're not firing. What is he doing? Alright, we've got a pretty big push over here of French going into this tree line. Looks like he's going to try to push on the flank of the British. He has a light force, very thin force holding the center. I mean, with all those Highland foot, you might even be able to get aggressive here and go for a mass charge. I bet you could defeat this French army. And they're moving up even closer. Oh my God. The French are getting aggressive here. Oh boy. Let's see what happens on this flank. Is this old guard? Young guard.
Our general is under attack.
The British general is under attack. He's staying close. I think he's going to do some morale here. I would go in for a charge on this flank if I was the French. The center can't hold for much longer, and you got to do something quick. Got to do something quick. Young guard leading the way. We have the 18th Regiment, the Brave, and Old Guard right behind him. Oh yeah, this is going to be a charge. He's got to hurry up. The French lines are breaking in the center. This better be a charge. You better not be lining up to fire. Oh my God. Just charge in. You've got to be kidding me. What is he doing? And just like that, the Brave are starting to be cowards. They are breaking. Charge in. Don't fight. I would just charge in and start going down the line. Nah, the French are defeated. There's no way. Look at that. A unit's breaking. A unit is breaking. Now they charge in when it doesn't matter. It's too late, France. You had your window of opportunity. And now we have a general going in. This is a good opportunity to kill a general. Wow. Wow. What is the artillery doing? What is this? All right. Well, this could have happened like 3 minutes ago. Okay, maybe a minute ago. It's too late now because he's winning on this flank, but the Highlanders over here can easily shift and focus on the incoming charging French. But if this line was still intact, they couldn't do that because this line would be keeping them busy while the charge was going in. I get it, they're afraid of the canister shot. That's pretty terrifying, but oh God. Another general coming from the trees here. And the French army is going to be crushed. Absolutely crushed. Wow. Wow. Oof. I mean, I don't know what to say. And then we have artillery back here that abandoned the battle. They abandoned the battle. Imagine if this artillery was, let's say, right here. Holy crap. It would be game over. But instead, he keeps them way back here doing nothing. I'm not sure what exactly his plan was there. Why? Why did he do this? Yeah, because he could have easily set up the artillery here. Look at the angle he would have had down this Highlander foot force. It would have been insane. And even though he doesn't have infantry support, he could have easily killed anything that crosses. Like if his artillery is right here, just dedicate one artillery piece to focus on this bridge, or you can even move it closer and do canister shot. It would destroy anybody who's trying to cross this bridge. So guys, I think it's clear. I mean, I don't know why the balance of power is so even, but to be fair, the balance of power is broken. in this game. It glitches out all the time. And there we go. The French infantry is breaking. They could kill a British general here, but it doesn't really matter at this point because there's still so many Highlander foot. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward here a little bit. And I'm not going to cut this out. I just want to see, like, what happens here. I know the French... I know this wasn't part of their strategy. This can't be. Are they honest? Do they honestly believe that this is going to win? Holding back here like that with artillery unsupported. Now the French lines are falling back. And, yeah. Oh, come on. Just fight. What are you doing? You're not going to win. Now the British have to make their way over to the artillery. So this is going to be really boring, guys. So I think I'm going to cut this out. So we'll just get to the end results here.
Our men are running, sir. Our men are running, sir. Our men are running, sir.
Oh my god, I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. Okay, the French are gonna win this battle. The British are losing to this. Okay, so this French general, what? This French general has it took out all of the British artillery over here. All right, it charged in. I was just fast forwarding because I thought this was gonna be a cakewalk. It charged in and killed all of the British artillery. And at that moment, I was like, oh my god. He just lost a huge advantage. Because the British would be able to sit back and shoot his artillery. He went in for a mass infantry charge. Straight in. And got canister shot, which he's getting now. And he's going to lose this battle. Oh my god. This is crazy.
Our men are running, sir.
They're gonna lose. He's charging straight in. Why doesn't he send like one unit to go around this way or something? You could of course have like a sacrificial unit. Holy crap, the French just won. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh my god, I cannot believe that. The British had every advantage there and they lost it. Oh my god. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, so it's okay. I mean, learning mistake, or you learn from your mistakes. But you just got to be careful when you're advancing up artillery. Always have it like something nearby to protect it. Yeah, the French general just charged in. I honestly was just fast forwarding through that because I didn't think this. I thought this was gonna be boring. But yeah, I was wrong. And the British infantry, I mean, it's smart to have one unit charge in directly, but have everyone else go around the flank. And the French win. Wow, okay. I honestly wanted to fast forward this because I didn't want to reward the French player with this kind of play style of just, you know, sitting back doing nothing. But yeah, we got Terminator X. I think he's the person who sent it in, got 900. Or maybe it was, let's see, who is it? It was a player who had a ton of Highlander foot. I assume it was Level Oyster Cool 5262. But yeah, what a finish, I guess. This was an interesting battle for sure. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you enjoyed it, of course, hit a like. If you didn't enjoy it, well, hit the dislike, I guess. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time on the battlefield.